Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Bryan.
And I'm Shona.
And we're back with some more whiskey trivia on Wednesday night.
We are. So, before we get started, just some shout outs, and I will do my best not to miss anybody out there. I know Brian's been in there as Gemini Custom Designs.
I've been trying to get everybody. I might have missed a couple, but I've been trying.
But we got Rick, we got Tammy, we got Bourbon and Balls, we got Rob F, Life from the Patio, Miss Lori J, Alan Adams, Bourbon Kitty. Oh, it just jumped on me. I hope I don't miss anybody since it did that. Sorry, guys. Mr. Richie J, Steven, John, welcome, Bourbon Nerd.
Got Carol in there. Cheers, Carol.
Yep.
Cheers,
and
Michael.
And Cheech.
Cheech,
Matt
welcome.
B. Yes, welcome everybody. All right, so while everybody's getting logged in, just to go over what points we have so far. I guess maybe for those who may be just joining us for the first time for the third week. This is the third week of Wednesday night whiskey trivia.
So we've got this week and next week.
Next week.
There'll be a grand prize winner next week.
Right. So we do 2 rounds of 10 questions of whiskey trivia. Each winner of that round will get a prize. Tonight's prize happens to be a set of Cask 529 leather coasters. There's 6 coasters.
One for each round.
Yep,
First round, second round.
Yep. And so that's what tonight's winners will get. But if you accumulate 1,000 points, it could have been from week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Accumulation, they all add up. You will be entered in for the grand prize drawing of this bottle of Eagle Rare that was given to us by Gandhi to give out. A Cask 529 flask and a Cask 529 tumbler and 3 1-ounce samples of your choosing. I will provide the winner with a list of samples. They can pick which ones they want. And I have to apologize, guys. I'm really stuffy and sinusy tonight. So you might be hearing me take some deep breaths just because I'm having a hard time. A little bit congested, so I apologize for that.
And I'm going to try to catch up here in the chat real quick, and I apologize if I miss anybody. Cheers to Whiskey Bulldozer, Bourbon Baller Lee. Let's see, we've got Bob Holtzclaw. Cheers. Cheers, David Bays. I'm sorry. Cheers, Mr. Mom. Let's see, who else we've got there?
We have Chris.
We
have Troy.
Kager. I'm probably saying that wrong. Cheers to Troy.
Carol said bourbon will fix that, Shauna. I hope so.
She wasn't going to drink, Carol, but I saw she just got herself a pour right before we went live. So
I did. You know, we did the What's in the Glen Wednesday a little bit ago before we went live. And it really kind of stung in my throat there. And so I really thought it was a higher proof because it's just...
And I went out and blew leaves this afternoon. And so my throat, I don't have anything like what she's got going on, but my throat's dry and scratchy. It's a mess. Love this time of year.
We do. So just to go over the points that or the entries. I'm not going to do the entries, but I'm going to put up on the screen so everybody can see the totals. I posted those after last week's trivia. But just so everybody knows where they're standing at the moment, we have Alan with 4 entries, Bourbon Hunter Lee with 2, Bourbon Kitty with 2, Charles with 4, Ed with 1, Jaden with 4, John with 3, Lori with 2, Life from the Patio with 1, Matthew with 2, Mike B with 1, Mike R with 1, Rusty with 3, Rick with 3, Stephen with 1, Tammy with 1, Terry with 1, Troy with 1, and Wilmington Piper with 1. Now, a lot of people have points that are accumulated, so it'll roll over really quickly tonight as you get things right and the points add up. So if your name wasn't called, you still have a chance, 1, for the great win of the coasters tonight, and 2, for next week's grand prize drawing after we play trivia.
Awesome.
All right.
We've had great participation so far and a lot of entries, as you guys heard. So still 2 weeks to accumulate those. It's really only going to take 1 entry to win. So
It will. I am getting the first round of trivia ready to go. And I will put in the comments. I am going to put in there the link and the, sorry guys, and the code, so that if you join midway through, you will still be able to maybe accumulate some points. I'm just writing it down so I know what it is.
What's everybody sipping on tonight? While Shauna's doing some writing and getting us ready to go.
I'm going to put that over there so people can start getting signed in. And then I'm going to add it to the chat, guys.
Barrel Dave, thank you for subscribing, sir. So we got Terry drinking some Stag 23C. Bob, some Old Forester 1910. Michael Bortner, Benchmark Foolproof. Some good pours out there so far. Rick says he doesn't have any more whiskey. I don't hardly believe that, Rick. I've seen your shelves.
Rick, I don't think Rick does. Because
Oh, maybe
Rick
he sent it all to us.
sent it all to
He
us.
sent it all to us.
I don't know if you guys can see the bottles behind me, but Rick, we came home to a huge surprise yesterday. He not only sent us a blind to do, which we will be doing this weekend sometime, but he also was so kind and sent us all these different blends.
We've got 5 375 milliliter bottles to try out here.
Super excited about those. So Rick, thank you. And yes, I believe that you probably do not have any whiskey left because you sent it all to us. So thank you.
Definitely, that was a shock when we opened that box. Okay, Mr. Mom currently sipping a Tangerine Mango sparkling water, maybe grabbing some Old Forester 1910 in a bit. Okay, all right.
Yeah, the
You'll probably,
1910's my favorite.
I'm thinking after that water, you may be ready for some Old Forester.
I will say, I forgot to tell you, the first round is how whiskey is made, is our first trivia round. The second round is going to be around whiskey during the Prohibition days. So those are our two topics for tonight.
I want to thank everybody. It looks like everybody's doing a great job of hitting that like button. We're still a few short, but doing a lot better than we usually are. Of course, somebody might be in the chat telling somebody, hey, hit that like button.
I am going to give you guys at least another minute to get signed in. It looks like we have 17 signed into play and we got 27 in there. So I just want to give everybody another minute or so to have a chance to sign in.
John Shank, I'm going to have to do some homework on that Bushwood Longball. I've never heard of that. But you think it's Green River distilled. Green River, we like their stuff, so.
Actually, that is what I just actually poured, was the Green River.
Yeah, but
wheated.
not that.
No, but it's the Green River wheated, is all I'm saying.
Bourbon Nerd. Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof, 129.8 proof. Steven Scone drinking a little H2O. I got some of that too, Steven. Because, you know, you got to switch it up a little bit.
So I know I saw Bourbon and Balls in the chat, and so again, if anybody is local to or near Troy, Ohio, we will be joining Bourbon and Balls as their guest Saturday night at the Mayflower.
Saturday afternoon.
Yes, Saturday afternoon. I apologize.
That's
it's
all
at
right.
2 o'clock. You can start getting seated at 1:30. Tickets, if anybody's interested, we can get you the link for the tickets. but we would love to see you out there. I know that you're getting 4 samples of the AM Scott whiskey and a little appetizer plate with, I think, 3 different dips and some bread and stuff on that. So if anybody wants to come out and watch Bourbon and Balls and us live Saturday afternoon, that'd be great. We'd love to see you.
Absolutely. Should be a good time. I'm anxious to see the facility. I know Charlie and Jeff have really talked it up to us. And what we've looked at online looks like a beautiful place.
Yep, and we, Bourbon and Balls sent us some samples of theirs, and they are great. So we're anxious to talk about them on Saturday.
Rob, looking forward to meeting you there, sir.
Awesome, great. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and get this trivia started.
Also, guys, I see a link there from Light from the Patio for their channel. Go ahead and check them out if you would. They're awesome guys. They're fun to watch.
Try not to talk too much, distract everybody while they're playing trivia.
As you're talking.
As I'm talking, maybe I will distract you. No, joking. Again, if you are just signing in and you want to participate in this first round of trivia and you're not too late to accumulate some points, I put the link up in the chat along with the code for this round. So please feel free to hop in and join.
If it tells you we'll start the game shortly, don't give up. What it's doing is waiting for the next fresh question to put you into the game.
So after the first question, we got Troy in first, Jaden in second, and Life from the Patio in third.
Jaden, I didn't see you sneak in. Cheers, sir.
Going to the next one.
Cheers to the Whiskey Shaman. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Okay. A little bit of movement there. We still have Troy in first, Life from the Patio in second, and Bourbon Hunter Lee in third. On to the next one.
Got Life from the Patio guys in second and fourth place.
They know how their whiskey's made.
They do.
Oh no, Michael. Can you get back in? I pinned the link and the code, so hopefully you can see that up the top.
You may miss out on this question, Michael, but you should be able to get back into it.
Okay, so we got Bourbon Hunter Lee taking the lead. Life from the Patio in second, and Bourbon Nerd in third. On to the fourth question.
want to say cheers out to Terry Wilson. I haven't seen him in the chat, but I did see where
Yep, he's on the game.
he joined the game. I saw him as everybody was entering earlier.
Okay, we have, wow, that was a big shift.
Yeah, it was.
We have Bourbon Hunter Lee in first, then Life from the Patio in second, and Bourbon Nerd third. On to the next one. Again, if you're just entering the live, we are currently on question number 5 of the first round of 10. I have pinned the code and stuff in the link up at the top. You still have time to enter and accumulate some points. Okay, no shifting in the first through third. Bourbon Hunter Lee, Life from the Patio, and Bourbon Nerd. So the answers were difficult to read since they were longer than usual. Okay, I will remember to give more time if there's longer questions. Sorry about that. Not all of them is long though, I promise.
Cheers to Jamie. I see you in the chat there.
Okay, so we still have Bourbon Hunter Lee in first, Life from the Patio in second, and Bourbon Nerd in third. Okay, Life from the Patio took the lead from Bourbon Hunter Lee. Well, actually, I'm sorry, they tied. I apologize, I missed that. So we got Life from the Patio tied with Bourbon Hunter Lee, then Bourbon Nerd coming in with Matthew in the third place. We are on question number 8 now, so 2 to go after this one. Okay, we got Life from the Patio in first, Matthew in second, and Bourbon Hunter Lee as third. 9th question coming up. Rick, you're right. So these questions came from a magazine that Rick sent me, a very nice whiskey magazine. And this whole section of questions came from that magazine. So Rick better be studying because next week's may have some of these on them. Actually, that's wrong. Once this game's over, I'm going to tell you how next week's questions will go. But October's questions will probably get some coming from that magazine.
Some come from out of there. Plus some ideas you got last week. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're administering a test in school. Up here you present the question and we're all quiet.
So Matthew is in first, Bourbon Hunter Lee in second, and Life from the Patio in third.
Tight race though.
It is very tight. And we have the very last question for this round. Bourbon Hunter Lee, congratulations. You are our biggest winner tonight because you are getting Cask 529 leather coasters.
One set for Bourbon Hunter Lee.
Yep, and I have your address and stuff, so we will get those sent out to you. Great job, Bourbon Hunter Lee. I'm going to switch it over real quick, and I am going to get these results. While I'm doing this, I am going to have Bryan go over a giveaway that someone has given us for tonight.
Yeah, so for the second round, there's still going to be 10 questions, and the winner of that round is still going to win a set of Cask 529 laser engraved leather coasters. But a couple weeks ago in the bourbon line, I met a gentleman locally here in Zanesville, and he kind of is over the Boy Scout fundraiser. So he may or may not be in the chat. I haven't seen him tonight in here, but he was in here last week. Rather than the typical popcorn fundraiser that the Boy Scouts always do, he wanted to kind of liven it up a little bit for our local area. So this giveaway is going to be for anybody really that's willing to drive as far as Zanesville, Ohio, this Saturday, the 21st, and the event is from 7 to 9 p.m. It's called Bourbon and Barbecue. Enjoy bourbon samples, an old-fashioned station, barbecue appetizers with a silent and live auction items. Again, Saturday, September 21st from 7 to 9 p.m. Warehouse H author and Blanton's expert, Dominique, I'm going to butcher this, Duglielmi, will be our featured speaker. It will be downtown Zanesville at the Alan Cottrell Art Studio on 6th Street. So what Shauna's going to do is when we get started here, she's going to put, I don't remember what you said the code was.
It's !ticket, and I'm going to put that in the comment section right now. But again, remember, it's
in Zanesville, Ohio. So if you're local or not that far away, willing to drive this far, it's a $75 ticket. There is only one ticket given away for this. However, It sounds like it's going to be a great time, and if we weren't going to be out of town for the live, I think we would probably definitely hit it up. But anyway, exclamation point ticket. If you're interested in a giveaway for this event, so can they start entering that, or you need them to wait?
Yep, they can
Okay.
start entering it. Yep, and special merit badge for that. I definitely think that there is a
There-
bourbon drinking badge for that.
Probably not for the scouts themselves, but probably some parents will earn that badge that night. So, special thanks to Ed Wolfel for providing us that ticket. Whoever the winner is for that, I will provide him with your name, and he told me that he will have a ticket at the door for you. So, I look for that event to probably get bigger every year here locally because I'm sure it's going to be a big deal. It'll probably raise a lot of money. A lot of money. I don't know how,
Yeah.
how kosher is that, raising money for kids with bourbon? Seems to be pretty popular in our area anymore. I mean, Pee Wee football leagues are doing like bourbon raffles locally. It's getting to be big, but maybe people are just tired of
The popcorn.
popcorn and cookie and T-shirt and hat.
I don't know as if anybody's truly too tired of the Girl Scout cookies, but maybe so. They're getting really expensive. You can buy a bottle of bourbon for a box of cookies anymore.
Yeah, really.
All right, guys, I am going to switch over to the Trivia Live. There is the code for the next set of Prohibition Whiskey Trivia. I am entering that also into the comments. So if anybody comes in late and would like to play that, they have that information, so they'll be able to play. Stephen, adults have money. Bourbon is for adults. That's very, very true.
Matt B, what is the 529 and cask 529 for? What's he say? I only found you recently thanks to a mention from Bourbon and Balls. Okay, so you'll see me in the text earlier in the room as Gemini Custom Designs. Shona names all our stuff, puts a lot of thought into it. Gemini Custom Designs is our woodworking business. We're both Geminis. That's where that came from. Cask 529. The cask is pretty self-explanatory for what we're doing. The 529 is actually our anniversary. So That's what Cask 529 is, where it came from.
Yeah, we kept everything in 1 week. That way we could have a big week every year.
We did. We decided that we were going to go to the Bahamas to get married, and this is 16 years ago. And so we looked at the calendar, what makes sense, when can we go have a good time, and we looked and we were like, you know what? Our birthdays that week fell on like Sunday and Wednesday?
Something like
Tuesday
that.
or Sunday and Wednesday. And
We got married on Thursday.
we got married on Thursday. So we went down and partied all week, and she kept me around.
Yeah.
Or I kept her around, I don't know which.
Yeah. Brian had to get drunk to go out to
I
the beach
had
to marry me.
2 drinks while she was getting her hair done. Maybe 3.
All kind of nerves that day, huh?
Oh, it was bad.
Oh, it wasn't about a college fund.
No,
Nope,
definitely no college fund.
No. I think we're done with that.
However, funny story, Shona was going to school for maybe your master's online, and she had to take her laptop with us to the Bahamas to do a couple classes while we were going.
44 years, this 28th. Oh my gosh, almost coming up, Rick. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Rick.
That is awesome.
Thanks, John.
Hey, I see Doug just joined the trivia. Welcome, Doug. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, guys, we have 22 in the trivia. I'm going to give it another 30 seconds or so, and we'll get the second game going.
Looks like we actually got quite a few entries
Oh.
for that,
Yeah.
for the barbecue and bourbon.
Yep. So as soon as this trivia round's done, we'll draw for that ticket. But I wanted to explain how next week's trivia is going to happen. So far, after tonight, we'll have 6 rounds, 60 different questions that we have done in September. So what I've decided to do is to hopefully help accumulate a lot of points for everybody, get a lot of entries. I am going to take 2 sets of 10 questions, but I'm going to take those from the 60 questions that we have already done. So they'll be all mixed up, a variety of things. There probably won't be, they'll just be general whiskey topics.
Not necessarily categories.
Nope, not categories. So if you want to do well next week and you haven't been on every episode, you may want to go back and watch, study up for that trivia.
I just want to say, I haven't seen him in the chat, but I think I saw Mike Rowe on the incoming
is Mike
players
Rowe
over
in there
there.
too?
So cheers, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, cheers, Mike. And Terry's on there too, just joining in.
Yep.
I know you've seen him on the first
Yeah, I
one.
saw him on the
I
first
kind of
one.
missed it, so thanks for
Yeah.
joining, Mike and Terry. Looking forward to hanging out Saturday with you up at the live.
Up at the live event in Troy at the Mayflower Theater.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Good luck, everybody.
Okay, I just got a text message on my screen here from Mike Rowe. For you guys that watch us on a regular basis, you know that Mike is one of my sidekicks on our Friday Night Lives, which there won't be one this week. I don't think. I think Sean and I are just going to do a regular show.
Yeah, Friday night.
Okay. Anyway, what the text message was, Mike and Terry are going to be gracious enough to supply the show with the Weller Rainbow. So in the coming weeks, we will be doing a live where we'll be tasting the entire Weller Rainbow.
Oh,
So
so excited.
I know Sean and I are really looking forward to that because we have not tried, I think,
Two of them.
at least two
Yeah,
of them.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, we
That's-
have a huge tie for first place.
Holy cow.
We have Bourbon Kitty, Mike, Whiskey, Shaman, Alan, Bourbon Nerd, all in first place. Then in second place, we have a lot of ties too. So good job, everybody. That's exciting.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the first 2 spots.
Yeah,
Maybe 10.
10. Yep, great job. All right. Hope I didn't make them too easy. We might have to we might have to flip a coin or spin a wheel for
Yeah,
first.
not sure how that's going to work. I hope that sorts itself out so we don't have to figure it out. We'll see how it goes, though.
Carol, I need to get bourbon and whiskey trivia for dummies. You do not. Next week you can do really well, Carol. Just go back and study the first week of September, the second week of September, and try to remember everything from this week, or go back and watch it too.
Piece of cake, Carol. So again, I want to thank Terry and Mike for the Weller Rainbow. They were gracious enough about a month or 6 weeks ago to allow us to try the BTAC lineup from Buffalo Trace, and that was phenomenal. And I know Sean and I know that that's probably the only time we'll ever get to try all those. So
I broke it up some. We got Troy in first, Mike Portner in second, and Alan in third. Great job, guys. On to the third question. And again, if you are just joining, I have pinned the link and the code up in the chat, so you're welcome to join to accumulate some points.
yeah, it's not too late to get probably 7 questions. Is this the second? This is the third.
Yep.
Did the standings sort out a little bit that time?
They did.
Any of my Ohio viewers in the chat, has anybody scored a bottle of Russell's 15 through the special events this week?
Okay, we got first place Mike, second place Troy, and two second places, Troy and Bourbon Hunter Lee, and then third is Alan. Good job, guys.
Terry coming in there.
Yeah, fourth. Rob, I suck at this. I'm so sorry.
It's the effort that counts, Rob.
It is. I'm trying really hard to make some easy ones. I promise I am. But if it makes anybody feel better, Brian usually only scores like a 30 to 50% when he takes it.
I don't know that we had to tell everybody that.
It's true, though.
Did we have to tell everybody that?
And I promise you that if I was taking it and not writing them, I would not score that well either.
I feel like we didn't have to tell everybody that. It's looking like maybe nobody in Ohio has gotten that Russell's 15 this week.
You know, they're busy answering trivia. So we have first place, Mike. Second place, Whiskey Shaman. Third, Troy. Good job. We are on to the fifth question. Brian's
Carol.
score will be on the next test.
Carol. Don't do it, Carol.
His average score, so anything below 50% would be the right answer.
I just want you to think it's really tough when I answer them. So I just fly through them. It's okay, Carol. If it's not you, it's Shona. Somebody's going to get me.
Okay, a little bit of movement. We have Mike in first, Troy in second, and Matthew in third. Good job.
I'm anxious to see how everybody does on this one.
Yeah, this one really shocked me when.
Yeah, I really thought I was going to nail this one, but I did not. I'm not allowed to tap my fingers. I'm not allowed to crack my knuckles.
It comes across on the audio.
I get the evil eye over here.
Oh, no movement in first, second, and third. We still got Mike, then Troy, then Matthew. Good job. On to question number 7.
Just scrolling up through the text, Jaden put in there the Cask 529 merch is top notch, high quality. So thanks for that, Jaden. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed everything you got.
First is Mike, And second is Matthew, and third is Bourbon Nerd, Life from the Patio. Great job. All right, getting close to the end. We are on question number 8. Okay, Mike's still in first. Then we got Matthew still in second, and Life from the Patio. Life from the Patio, not Bourbon Nerd, Life from the Patio, but Life from the Patio jumped in third.
Terry, you're in third.
A little competition going on there.
Good job, Carol. She said she got one
number.
right.
Great job, Carol.
I knew you could drink through the trouble.
Okay, let's see where we're at now. Still with Mike in first, Matthew in second, Life from the Patio in third. Great job. And I think we're on the last one. Okay, and the winner is Mike Fortner. Congratulations.
One set of coasters coming your way, Mike.
That's right. I'm pretty sure I have Mike's information. Mike, if I've never sent you anything, but I think I have, I'm struggling with that. If you would send me send me your shipping address if I have not. Otherwise, I can look it up. If you need the email, it is cask529info@gmail.com. But congratulations on the win. It looks like runner-up was Matthew, and then Life from the Patio. Great job, guys.
Guys, I just want to say also that we looks like we gained 2 subscribers tonight, so we appreciate that greatly.
Okay. I'm pulling
Looks
up
like we
the
had a pretty good
results.
turnout for the trivia portion tonight. Lots of new entries, I'm sure.
Yep, just making sure I have everything downloaded. So right after this, I will be, after we hop off the live, I will be working on posting the results, updating it with week 3, so everybody knows how many entries they have in for the Eagle Rare and the Cask 529 merch and samples. So I will get that posted as soon as I can afterwards. But in the meantime, I need to draw for the ticket winner.
Did you need to make note of our Patreon members so that they get their bonus entry?
Oh, I have that.
You have it?
Yep,
Okay, I
I'll
didn't know
have
how
that.
that worked. Okay,
Yep,
so
so-
one last chance before Shauna closes it, because she's usually quick on that. If you're local or near local and you're interested in the ticket for the Boy Scouts barbecue and bourbon event this coming Saturday evening, need you to enter exclamation point ticket in the chat. The system will pick that up. Thank you very much, Rick Moreland. We appreciate that, sir, more than you know.
Okay, guys, I am working on getting that giveaway open. At times out on me every now and then, so I just gotta.
Gandhi, I see you just snuck in the chat there. Cheers to you, sir. Thanks for
Yeah,
joining us
cheers,
this evening.
Candy. Okay, another 30 seconds. If anybody is local here in Zanesville, Ohio, Muskingum County, or nearby, and wants the chance of that ticket for Saturday evening, the bourbon show, you just have to enter exclamation point ticket. And I'm going to give you another 30 seconds. It looks like we have 6 local people that have entered. So just give you a few more seconds. So again, tonight's winners were Mike Bortner. I'll be sending you out your coasters, and Bourbon Hunter Lee sending you out your coasters. I'll be posting the results as soon as the show's over. Maybe give me half hour, 45 minutes. I'll have those posted out there on the patron page, plus the community tab. And just a reminder, if you are a paid patron, you get an extra entry for joining tonight's trivia for the grand prize. So each week that you show up, you get an extra entry.
Got our boy Rex just woke up upstairs apparently and decided
did.
that he was missing out.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick this winner. And the winner is Rob F.
Congrats, Rob.
Yeah.
So, Rob, what I'll do is I'll inbox you the flyer for that. If you're for sure going to go, let me know. I'll let Ed know locally your name, and he will put your name on a ticket and have it at the door for that event, sir.
Yep. So, Bloody 81.
Cheers, Bloody 81. Hey, better late than never.
That's right.
Better
That's right.
late than never.
So-
Make sure you hit that like button, though.
Bloody 81. Know you're a little bit late, but if you want to have a chance at next week's trivia, I announced earlier in the show that next week's trivia rounds will be 2 sets of 10 questions from the previous 2 weeks and this week. And so if you want a chance of getting some points, go back, study up, be ready to go.
Michael Bortner, thank you so
Oh,
much for
thank
that
you,
super
Michael.
chat, and we're
Super
glad
nice.
you enjoyed it. Like we've talked about earlier this evening and even last week, Gandhi was nice enough to donate this for the giveaway.
Yes.
I won the bottle that he donated to Bourbon and Balls a month ago or so. Next month we'll be doing this again. I'm going to give that bottle away. Because Gandhi intended those bottles to be given away, so that's what we're going to do with it. I entered and won it. I only entered because I never win anything. But
Now you sound like Rusty.
yeah, I sound like Rusty. Thank you, Mike Rowe.
Thank you. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to wrap this up so I can get all the results.
Any idea? You need any more ideas for next week?
No, not next week because it's going to be.
Any ideas for October? Any
We'll get in there.
future ideas?
October, you mentioned again, we won that bottle. So October, everybody gave me some great ideas last week. So I'm going to dig in for October's. Try to find some Halloween questions because for the last episode for Halloween season,
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun
That'd be good.
if I can find some that goes around Halloween. But yeah, I think we'll.
Yeah,
have some
this
fun.
is these trivia lives everybody seems to enjoy them. I think Shauna loves, believe it or not, she really loves researching to write these questions. So
That is true, because I learn a lot, honestly. And I retain most of it. Not all of it, but most of it.
a lot of it. A lot of it you do. A lot of it you do. So thanks to the new faces we had in the chat tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
It's great to see that that word must be getting out. People are seeing us.
Oh, yes. So Robert just said in October, we are going to North Carolina to see Robert and Carol, who you've seen in the chat tonight. And we are going to be doing a live from their location. Maybe, I don't know if Jimmy's going to let us use the He House or we'll just be filming in Bob and Carol's. Either way, it's going to be a great time. Looking forward to it.
Yep, that will be a good time.
I have no clue yet what it will be, but I can guarantee it's going to be fun.
It won't even matter. It won't even matter. Bob and I, quick story. This is kind of funny. We both wanted to do, Shona also, we wanted to do a show early on when we were kind of getting started on tequila. We all kind of like really good tequilas. So we put together this collection of, I think, 5 or 6 really nice tequilas. Shot the show. Bob was a wealth of knowledge on on a lot of the tequilas that we had. And man, I was really looking forward to posting that thing because there was a lot of good stuff in there. They left and went back to North Carolina. We started that at the video, and there was 0 audio. So the whole thing was gone. So one day...
It's okay. We drank a lot of good tequila.
We did. We still drank the tequila because we didn't know the audio wasn't working.
Yeah, it was a great time.
So one day we will recreate that.
We will.
But I think, rather than keeping you guys here any longer, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate the support. And until next time, be safe, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.